But you know, Robert, to get the true feel of this, I thought we might need a little bit more help. So come on out, guys.
They're so teeny.
Robert, you're scaring that child.
Oh my God.
Guys, I'd like to introduce you. You guys all know Kimmy, of course. I'd like to introduce you to Hudson. Hi, Mark. Hi, Barbara.
What's up, Hudson?
Hey, Hudson.
And this beautiful child is Haven.
So let's try it out.
Okay. Yeah. It is easier. Because you don't know if you want to carry it like that or
Correct.
this way. It's definitely better on the wrist.
Does it add weight?
It does add weight. It's currently 12.6 ounces.
Okay.
Just a little bit. You don't really notice that.
Let me pass
Okay.
those out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you go. Dog.
Hey everybody, I'm Jackie Moran here with Shark Tank's very own Robert Herjavec. Welcome to Us Weekly Studios.
Thanks for having me.
We're
Hi,
so
everybody.
happy to have you back.
Thank
we are
you.
so excited to talk about so many things with you. I know we just saw there your wife Kim having that moment on the show with you, with the twins. So much going
They're
on
so
in your life
cute.
right now.
It's a lot.
Dad, husband, CEO, all these things. But you're here in New York with us, so let's talk a little bit about travel, because it seems like you're kind of always traveling.
I travel a lot, as so many people in America do. I
Right,
mean,
right.
you got to go out there. You got to see your customers, big divisions of offices.
Right.
People travel a lot today.
Is it true you travel 100 days a year?
I travel at least 100 days a year. So,
Oh my
you know,
goodness.
I think I know a little bit about travel. That's a lot of travel. But the funny thing is, I've always traveled a lot.
Right.
Today, when I have some money, even when I didn't have any money. And so what I've done is I've partnered with La Quinta Hotels.
Yes, La Quinta by
and
Wyndham. I love them.
We came up with a study. La Quinta means business, and there's some amazing stats about what people need when they travel. And I found it fascinating being a data guy.
Right.
As an example, do you know the most important thing for people when they travel? 59% of people said they want to stay somewhere where they have a loyalty program. Because you know, you're traveling for work, you got to go see your customers, but
Right.
when you have time, you want to use those loyalty points in order to take your family somewhere.
Exactly. Take that vacation. You
Absolutely.
need that reward,
and that's
right?
a great way to do it for a lot of people.
Right.
Because business is hard and travel is hard. You know, people are on the road, they're getting ready for big meetings, presentations.
Right.
And when I travel, I want it to be simple, I want it to be fast,
Right.
and I want it to mean business. And that's one of the things I love about this partnership. They have free coffee, which I love.
Nice,
I drink a lot of coffee.
Yes.
It's available all the time. And they have a gym there.
Ah.
And most people think that the best way to prepare for a big meeting is to go and work out. Do you think so?
You know, I just started working out 2 days ago. In the mornings, I'm starting my day with a workout routine, and it has already changed my outlook, my day. So I'm actually in day 2 of a workout plan. How do you like that?
Is it really a plan if you've only been doing
I
it
don't
for
know.
2 days? Yeah, I love
I'm
to
not
work
getting
out.
your seal of approval just yet.
I love to work out. It puts me in the
Yes.
right frame of, you know, mind. It gives
Right.
me energy, that kind of stuff. Another interesting stat for you.
Yes.
We asked people, would you rather have clean underwear or Wi-Fi?
Underwear. Gotta have underwear.
You're really messing up my survey for me. 64% of people said they would rather have Wi-Fi.
No.
Yes, and I was in that group. I got to tell you, I don't know where
All
you
right,
are
I'm not
where you
going
have
to
to
ask
make that
about your
choice.
underwear, but at least we have Wi-Fi going, which is very important, obviously.
When I'm traveling,
Yeah.
it's all about business.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not there to socialize, just like so many road warriors. You know, business is hard, and you've got to go out and you got to see your customers.
Yep.
And it's great to have a place where you can stay that makes you feel comfortable and gives you all the things that you need.
And what's your most important tip about when you travel for business? It's totally different than for vacation and for fun, right? What's your biggest
Totally,
tip for
because
that?
there isn't two screaming twins in the back.
Exactly, exactly.
My biggest tip is make it easy, make it fast, make it simple, and make it all about business. And that's one of the things I really like about La Quinta,
Right.
is they give you access. You know, when I check in, I don't want to ask where's the restaurant, where's this. I want to be able to go.
Right.
It's all about go.
Go, go, go.
Business is go.
I love it. Do you unpack your suitcase when you get there or for your trip, or do you live out of the suitcase?
So that was one of the questions in the survey, and I forget the number, I hate to say it, but I'm one of those people, I open up my suitcase, first thing I do is hang everything that needs to be hung.
You do.
Right? Because I don't use a bag for my suit, so I roll up my jacket, I roll up my shirt really tight, hang it up right away. The next morning when you're taking a shower, let the shower run for a while, get some steam, and it'll take all the... Little tip for you.
You adapt very well to your surroundings. I know that's one of your big tips for business.
Although
be
my
able to
wife
adapt.
gave me an even bigger tip.
Yes.
I told her all this. I was really proud of myself, how I unpack and open up my stuff and I hang it and I get the shower going. And she listened to me. She goes, just buy a portable steamer.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm a steamer,
Which is better.
so you know, it's one step up. But if you don't have one, if you're in a pinch, I like that tip.
It's a great way to do it. Yeah.
Now, speaking of Kim and the twins, so cute. They just celebrated a first birthday, right?
Last Tuesday.
Oh my goodness!
turned one.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
Now I saw the cutest Instagram picture of them on these wheeling suitcases with Kim. Can you tell me a little bit about this moment, how she traveled with them through the airport? Was that a Shark Tank product?
A lot of people on social media said it was a Shark Tank product, but I don't remember it. It's been 11 years.
Yes, you have a lot of products to go through.
She's incredible. Like Wonder Woman has nothing on my wife.
Right.
Twins flying commercial to Australia for 15 hours by herself. Oh. I mean, it was, and these suitcases are so cute. She put one on each suitcase. They get strapped in. They're going through the airport, and they're like bouncing around. Perfectly safe.
Did they love it? Did they enjoy
They loved
that?
it. She had a great time.
They're probably thinking they're at an amusement park. They probably loved it. So how was the birthday party? So did you all celebrate, did I see? Did you have a big party in Australia?
We did. We went to Sydney. We stayed at this beautiful place right on Bondi Beach, and they loved it. They don't speak yet. My underlying goal was to get them to go to Australia to get an Australian accent.
Oh, nice.
But they don't even talk yet, so I was a little early. But I think that would be cool.
But with the first birthday, it was a little hard because it's more for you guys, right? It's not like they're kind of taking it in just yet. So did you do a lavish gift? Did you do a big party? Like, was it lavish or was it kind of understated? How was the celebration?
Gosh, you're making me feel so guilty now because you're making me feel we should have done more.
No,
we had some friends over. We had it in an open restaurant right next to a park, and Kimmy made these smash cakes.
Smash cakes are a big deal right now.
They're a thing.
They're a thing.
Oh yeah, I'm hip and cool. But we made these smash cakes, and the babies smashed them, and they ate them, and they were so excited. They'd never had chocolate, and they'd never had ice cream. And so they smashed them. They had some chocolate and ice cream, and then we took the ice cream away, and Haven lost her mind. She was like, "That's really good. Bring that back."
Right, like give me that chocolate. Well, she takes after me then, because I'm like right there with the chocolate.
But you've been working out for 2 days. It's all good.
That's it. I'm working it off. So between Hudson and Haven, I thought I saw Kim saying that one was kind of starting to show a little dance move action. How are their personalities? Does one take after you? Does one take after Kim?
I love Kim, but that's her mind playing tricks on her. You know, like Hudson will be on the floor and he'll raise his left leg, and she's like, "Oh, he's going to be a dancer! Look, perfect extension."
Right.
They're babies.
Here's hoping, right?
Here's hoping. Yeah.
What would you want their first word or their first move to be? Do you ever kind of envision it? Do you want the dada?
Oh, yeah. We've had the dada, and we've had their first word was mama. But I think it's not because they like him more. I just think it's easier to pronounce. I think
I've heard that. I've heard that. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I think I would want their first words to be equity.
It's a true businessman.
That'd be a little hard to pronounce.
It would be, multiple syllables. You're asking a lot there, but
you know, it's a long way to go. 15 hours, and I really empathize with people who travel so much. It's hard. I don't know how much you travel. Do you travel
a lot
for work?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I like to have everything set, ready to go. I actually, I'm a suitcase. I go out of the suitcase. Everything has to be prepared in my suitcase. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, so I leave it in there. I pop it out one at a time. I do my steamer. I have to be prepared. I like my breakfast in the morning. That's a big deal for me.
Big deal for me too.
Yeah.
It's funny
Gotta
we're
have my
talking about it.
breakfast.
In the survey, we found out that the 54% people said the most stressful thing about travel is the packing and
Totally.
unpacking and all that. And it's true. Like, I don't mind going, but it's like, what do I take? I kind of have a system, I think, from the ground up: socks, underwear, unless someone's forcing me to choose between Wi-Fi
That's
and
right,
underwear.
that's
Then
right.
I don't need underwear.
You can make
Yeah,
adjustments.
I can make adjustments. But I like to take stuff out. You like to leave everything in?
I do, because I plan it in there. So I know I have outfit 1, outfit 2, outfit 3. I'm very categorized like that. So then I'm so stressed when I go, but then when I get there, it's actually easy to function because
Right.
I have it all planned out.
You know, that's another great tip. I used to work at a menswear store, and I'm like most guys.
Right.
I buy a jacket, and then 3 weeks later I buy a pair of pants. And a guy said to me, biggest mistake guys make is they don't coordinate an outfit. Women do this, not to generalize, but generally do it really well. So when I travel, I always have an outfit for day one.
Right.
And I'll have a dark suit and then change up a shirt for day 2. So always think outfits as opposed to individual pieces.
Exactly. See, we're on the same
on the
wavelength
same-
there. How's Kim as a packer and a traveler? Obviously, if she could take the twins by herself, she's good to go.
Well, you know, Kim danced all over the world and
Right.
lived out of a little
That's true.
tiny suitcase, and she can get ready faster than I can for an event.
Really?
Because, you know, on Dancing with the Stars, like, they're changing outfits and she's ready to go. She's a trooper.
Speaking of which, so once you're on the show, can you watch it, or is it kind of like hard because you relive every moment when you would see the next season? Do you keep up with it, or do you kind of just like, have you just taken a break? Did you catch the last season?
I love our show.
Yes.
I think our show is incredible. You'd be amazed how much it inspires people and kids and everything, but I can't watch the show.
Because you relive the energy, right?
No, because I think I'm this weird looking guy. Because in my mind, while we're sitting here,
Right.
I think people watching at home are saying, oh my gosh, he looks so much like Brad Pitt.
Right.
See, in my mind, that's the image I have.
But that's good.
But when I look in the mirror, I kind of see Robin Williams staring back at me. And so I have this image. I just find it very difficult because then I
Yeah.
try to. The key to our show is we film with 18 cameras, and it's very natural.
Yes.
There's no script. It's just us. And people often say, is Mark really like that? Does Barbara really not know her numbers? And I'm like, what you see is what
Right.
you get. That's really us.
Cool. So with Dancing with the Stars, do you think that Kim will? I know she's hung up her dancing shoes for now. Is there any hope that we could get Kim back on the show?
Oh my gosh, I'd love her to go back.
Yeah.
But that's a selfish thing. I would love to have Haven and Hudson and watching Kimmy dance, and she's such a beautiful dancer, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. She went back 2 seasons ago to dance with Mr. T because they needed somebody in the last minute, and they asked her to come back, and she did, and she was great. And they
Yeah.
went really far.
And what does she say about it? Do you think she's ready? Like she would be ready to go back, or you might have to push her?
Oh, I would definitely push her, but she doesn't want to go back right now. She's so
Yes.
busy as a mom.
In
Twins is
motherhood.
hard.
Yeah, I'm
Twins
sure. Tell
is-
me about it. So
yeah.
I know last time you were here in September, you were talking about diapers. Are we now onto potty training, or?
You don't have kids, do you?
I don't. My sister actually just went into labor with her 3rd child today, so I'm kind of watching through her.
But I like your vision that they will be potty trained at 1. Who
Yes,
are you?
exactly.
No,
Why
they're not
not?
potty trained.
No?
They're still in diapers. Apparently, this takes years.
Yeah.
No, we're still in the diaper stage.
Okay.
But they're almost to walking, which is a whole nother element of
Yeah.
mobility.
So how many times have they traveled? Because I feel like they've already traveled. I saw Kim was saying try to travel while they're young and infants, right? Because then once they start moving, you're in trouble.
Talking about packing and stuff,
Right.
I hate to admit this, they have traveled probably more in their first year than most people in their lifetime. They've been to, we counted this up, I think they've been to like 15 countries.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. What was the craziest trip so far?
They were 4 months old, and we went to England, and then we're in England. Kim's mom had never been to Paris. She's 76. She looks amazing. And she'd never been to Paris. I felt so bad. So to surprise everybody, I packed everybody up from England and we flew to Paris for one night.
My goodness.
And then we went to Croatia, and then we chartered a boat, and we went up and down the coast. That was
I need
that was
to
a little
travel
crazy.
with you.
Yeah,
I'm missing all the.
I love to travel. I love to travel.
And would you say, that sounds very romantic, would you say you're a romantic kind of guy? Would Kim say you're a romantic?
Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I like to think I am. I like to, you know, I think it's so incredible how we met. I appreciate her so much. You know, I think life is such an amazing journey. You never know what could happen. And I'm
Right.
so appreciative to have her and the twins. I try to make certain moments really special for her. Because in life, isn't that what it's about?
Yes.
And that's why we work so hard. And I think back to all those years that I worked 20 hours a day and traveled and everything. For what? And you do it in order to make life special for the people that you love.
And you have an anniversary coming up, don't you?
I do.
Yes.
I
Do you have any plans in the works for that?
I do, but I can't tell you
Okay,
because
good idea.
Kim could be watching.
That's true.
so-
That's true. And now on to kind of the business side of things. So with Shark Tank, obviously, you probably get approached, probably when you travel. Do you get approached? How often do people approach you with an idea?
When the show first started,
Yeah.
people pitched me all the time. Now, people love the show so much that they're just so excited to meet us, any of us, that they forget about pitching us.
Right.
So not that often.
Yeah.
Not that often.
And for you, did you ever hear like a really wacky pitch? You ever get somebody come up to you with something like insane that just caught your eye?
You mean today?
Right.
We've heard it all.
Yeah.
We've heard it all. We had the craziest pitch we ever heard was on the show, and it was this guy comes out and he's got a plastic thing that looks like a golf club, and it's called the pee-pee pole.
The pee-pee pole.
This is serious, and he's
Okay.
not. This isn't a joke. And the premise is you're golfing in mixed company, and you have to relieve yourself, and the bathroom is far away. So what do? Well, you take the pee-pee pole, it comes with a little towel, and you go into the woods.
Oh.
And the five of us are sitting there and thinking, there's no way. And the guy is, I believe in this so much, I took a
Right.
mortgage on my house and bought 20,000 units. And then it became funny and then became really sad.
Right.
But one of the sharks in our first season, Kevin Harrington, actually bought his whole inventory and made a small fortune selling it as a gag gift.
Oh my goodness.
So you never know what you can turn into an opportunity.
That's right. And speaking of opportunities, you had a pretty interesting moment on the show with, is it Jason Woods with the bodyboard, right? He was kind of like totally rejected and then
then he
came
came
back.
back.
And you invested in that company now, right?
Right.
So how did you feel about that? Somebody kind of facing that failure and coming back and having a moment.
There's nothing we in America love more than giving people second chances. I love this. I mean, the show's been on for 10 years, Decade of Dreams, we called it. But now we're giving people the opportunity to come back. And
Right.
it's wonderful. He's a great guy. I think any time in life you get a second chance at anything, you should take it, absolutely.
Absolutely. So if you had a second chance to go back on Dancing with the Stars, would you do it again?
Absolutely. I should have won. I got gypped. I got gypped.
He got
We had the best rumba ever seen on the show, and I got sevens.
Oh.
Damn it. No, I love that show. It was a great
Yeah.
experience. You know, it was my mom's favorite show.
Really?
So, funny story, real quick. When I auditioned for Shark Tank, they ask everybody who auditioned, standard question, why do you want to be famous?
Right.
Knee-jerk reaction was, so I can get on Dancing with the Stars. This was 11 years ago.
Right.
My mom loved that show. Little Eastern European woman. She would watch it every Monday night. And when she got ill, we used to watch the show together, and she used to say, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. You think one day you might be on the show. And I said, I wasn't even on TV then. I said, if they ever ask me, I'll do it for you. And so when they asked me to do the show, I said, absolutely. So if they asked me to do it again, absolutely.
Well, you had a good run. You met your
I had a good
wife.
run.
You now have kids. What is it in the water there between Emma and Sasha, Max and Peta, and now Jenna and Val? What happened? What happens there? How did they create so many romances?
Well, they're all professional dancers. Isn't it
Yes.
funny that all the professional dancers are getting married? I like to think I'm a professional dancer now. You know,
Yes,
you
you
spend a
are.
lot of time with somebody. So
Right.
you get to know whether you like them or you hate them real quick. When I was on the show, I was there 75 days in a row, and we rehearsed 10 to 11 hours a day, every day. That's a lot of time to spend with Kim. And
Right.
fortunately, I really liked her, and it worked out great.
It was a great way to see how you two would do, and
It was
with
great.
all these
Yeah.
hours spent together.
Near the end, I mean, she was very professional, and
Right.
we worked really hard, because at one point, I actually thought I was going to win. But it's a wonderful experience, and it gets you in shape
Yes.
like crazy.
Yeah. And so, were you able to go to Jenna and Val's wedding, or did you send them a gift, or?
We couldn't go to theirs. We went to Max and Peta's, and
Okay.
it was beautiful. A lot of great dancing.
Yes.
Most nervous part of my wedding
Yes.
was not getting married, was not the vows, was not the ring, was not anything. It was the first dance.
Really?
Kim choreographed this unbelievably complicated thing where I had to be at a certain point, lift her over my head. I was just afraid I was going to mess that up.
My goodness. Well, she put the pressure on you.
Yeah.
And how did you do?
We did great. It was
Oh, well,
wonderful.
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Robert. And thanks to La Quinta by Wyndham for giving us all these amazing travel tips and talking some fun and family.
It's a great place to stay when you're working hard on the road.
That's
'cause
right.
Travel is hard for business.
All right. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Robert.
thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.